Okay. Much better. Oh, except I'm going to have to risk this real quick. I don't know what this is going to do, but I've got to turn that audio down. I was listening to my playback last time, and it was crazy, crazy loud. So I hope that'll be a little better. We'll give that a try. Let's go back to the game. Hope everything comes up okay. We can just continue the stream. Yep, there's my cursor. Hey, how's it going, folks? 10-Ton Noggin here. Welcome to the Noggin Nation. Getting ready to stream the next section of No Man's Sky. And I don't say chapter because I have no idea how this game is really organized in terms of its story. But let's go ahead and just dive straight in. And I've been struggling a little bit with ideas on what to do with the stream for this one. And here's the deal. I don't like the idea of coming off negative all the time. You know, I don't enjoy watching things that are just completely ripping on stuff. And for some people, they actually do like that. Hence the success of some channels like, which have sort of a comedy spin to them too, like How It Should Have Ended, or Everything Wrong With, and name a movie, you know, those sorts of things. I'm not going for that, actually. I really do want to enjoy this. I want to have fun. More than fun, like a serious kind of fun. The kind of fun that really, philosopher's fun, right? Something that really makes you think. Something that challenges your ideas. Whoa, what the heck was that? So that's why I'm playing. If we only ever played things that we knew we were going to enjoy, what would be the point of that? That would be no fun. I think this is what I do to take off. No. Planetary coordinates received. Follow the coordinates and find the signal source. I'd love to. What do I do? Hello? Oh, that's why. I didn't see I must have bumped something. I'm like, you can see all the characters I'm trying to type over there. We'll hit enter. I figured it was W. That's how you took off from the planet. So, alright, let's go figure out what that... Whoop, nope, don't follow the icon. Follow the one over there. Anywho. So yeah, I really am looking forward to this. Oh, we're taking the speedy route. Okay. Let's not fly directly into the planet. That would be no fun. Is it shift? There we go. Still learning my flight controls. Down, and then unit out. Still 20 minutes. That's a long ways away. So now that we're kind of clear of the planet, or close enough anyway. No, don't turn. There we go. So anyway, so yeah, I don't want to appear overly negative about the game. I think there's sometimes a fine line between being critical and negative. I am critical of it. I was critical of it before it ever came out. I gave it a try, played for quite a while. Not nearly as long as some games, but you know, in the order of weeks or maybe even months. I don't even remember when it first came out. And finally quit in frustration, because of some things that I think are still in the game. Not like flaws, not like things that, you know, they didn't deliver on, but just things about the core design of the game that, to me, just aren't necessarily going to work very well, I think. But of course, when it was first released, there were lots and lots of other issues. So, pile everything up together, and I just walked away after a while and didn't look back. But I have heard that they've now redone the story. They have something like 30 hours of story? So they've redone the story. There's the whole multiplayer component. You can build bases. Like there's a lot more to this game now. So I'm giving it a fair shot. But here's the thing, I'm also unapologetically, I mean, I'm going to be critical of it where I feel it's warranted, you know? Being critical of a thing isn't the same as being negative. It can be. You know, there's a lot of criticism out there that basically just likes, you know, tearing things apart just in the interest of either feeling superior or... I wonder what that blinking red light's for. No idea. To me, being constructively, even if incisively critical of a game is important because it helps you figure out what you like in a game, helps you actually find better games. Like, it matures your perspective on the experience, right? And in the best cases, it gives you something new to think about. Actually, I strongly believe, well, that's kind of cool, whatever that is. Strongly believe that games can make you a better person. Just like literature or other forms of art. Landing area not clear. How about here? Alright, let's see what we found here. Ban 13. Okay. Broken technology. Log entry follows. The sparking wires of the machine generate a signal, tapping out its broadcast into the void. Whoever left the message is long gone. Let's decipher that signal. No fuel in. Static. Failed to reach station. Hazard protection low. No choice but to underground. Deployed base computer. Yeah. As well as a log entry, the signal contains plans for a base computer and a terrain manipulator. Oh, goody. With any luck, the base computer will hold more information about whoever is leaving these messages. Let's download the plans. New technology discovered. Terrain manipulator. Advanced terraforming device. Charged with metallic elements, we need 2 of carbon nanotubes and 1 of dihydrogen jelly. And we also need to keep the ship... like, always remember where the ship is, because otherwise it's going to be really easy to get toasted. Everything's kind of purpley. Alright, well, what can I make right away? Let's take a look at my exosuit. And we'll make some of those. And I think you go over here and say eat. There's that. How about that dihydrogen jelly? Got some dihydrogen. Click on that. And make 1 of dihydrogen jelly. And then we actually go to our multi-tool. We're going to say modify E. Terrain manipulator. Oop. There we go. Okay, charged with metallic elements. How do you use it? I guess we'll find out. Switch, G. Mining beam. Terrain manipulator. Okay, we got that down. And save and chart. The chart thing, I've not played around with that very much at all. That was one of the reasons before that I stopped playing. Was because I found a planet that, maybe the first planet that I truly enjoyed, that I really, really liked. It was like, really? Let's go take a look. Here, I'm going to scan you. Hey, E.G., how are you doing? Watched a little bit of your stream earlier, too. I don't know what I'm scanning now. Well, nothing. It got away. I'm pleased you're streaming this. I've always wondered about this game. Well, good. You're going to hear all the reasons I don't like it. Because well, actually, I did that in my first stream. I'm actually going to try to focus on that a little less this time. I mean, you only point things out so many times before, again, you really are just being too negative. I can feed it. What can I feed it? Come here. Eat it. There we go. Oh, is it like me now? That's not necessarily a good thing. So what do you gain by having things like you, aside from the fact that they then like follow you around and want more food? I'm not actually real happy that I did that. Oh! Did you make that? What is that? Whoop! Hi. Get off. Tried some test recordings from the VM and was fine, but apparently streaming was too much. It looked like you were... I'm not sure what game you were playing earlier. Some kind of like Minecrafty / older style dungeon adventure thing, right? I didn't see what the name of the game was. Okay, so while you are answering, we're gathering copper. Activate the terrain manipulator with G. Got the terrain manipulator. Now, where did you find more of that stuff? I don't even know what it is or if it's useful, but it's kind of handy that you're so that's the benefit then of feeding the nice animals, is that they'll help dig stuff up for you. I'm sorry, this thing just looks like a big, sort of like a cross between a squid, a pill bug, and a tick. So now we need to find copper, and I bet over there is sodium. We'll probably need some of that. Ooh, there's a lot of sodium around here. 151. That one is at 178. That one is at 157. Okay, this is actually... Whoa. Oh, there's the closest one. Lots and lots of sodium here. And actually, so far, the weather doesn't seem too bad. It's not giving me, like, instant thermal warnings about things. And also... Yep. And some other stuff here, too. So let's go see what that is. We'll learn some words. I learned a couple words last time by paying someone. Oh my god, what is that? Oh, you're just a schmuck. Where are you? Well, that's a terrain manipulator. We don't want that one. We want this one. And if you hear a sentinel, let me know. But anyway, it looked like your stream was working earlier. What do you mean it was too much? Like, I had to step away after you were having some audio issues, but then I came back to look like everything was all worked out. I just about started today again without my microphone, because that's my style. Oh man, you got me twice now. I'm telling you, they're going to take you out. It's like, what was that movie with Bill Murray? Sea Aquatic with Steve Zissou or whatever. What's the purpose of this mission? Revenge? Or the scientific purpose of this mission? Weapon charge depleted. Well, thankfully I was shooting something that had carbon in it, so I can just recharge really easily. And then resume my task of killing the plant that keeps stinging me. Oh, that was post-VM. Okay, I kind of wondered. That's pretty... that strikes me as pretty ambitious, though. Like, oh, it got me 3. That was totally not worth it. That was like... It just proves that whole point about revenge being stupid motivation for something. Like, instead of just walking away and having gotten stung only once, I got stung 3 times and got just a little carbon in return. Okay, that's enough. Let's go see what that thing is, and let's see if we can just avoid the nasty plants. We'll scan. Oh, look. It looks like my yard, frankly. It's like half barren, except for the little... all the dandelions sticking up. And what are you? Anyone ever see VeggieTales? Seriously. If that thing starts singing, I'm not going to be surprised. Region? Oh, Ed Kamul Enclave. Region of planet... whatever. Vision of the deck. So I got a couple words. Hey, 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 voy, voy, voy. Oh no. The stone resonates, producing a sound that fills my mind. A vision begins to take shape. So with all the updates they're doing, like, they're focusing on the right stuff, you know, in like multiplayer and all that. But seriously, if they could stop the text-based description, like, look at this. Look at the, we got this, sorry, just expecting people to step out of the game and read some text and pretend just seems wacky to me. It's bonkers. The stone resonates, producing a sound that fills my mind. A vision begins to take shape. A small alien life form kneels before me. They are tired, beaten. Without meeting my gaze, they offer up their hand. I will accept the knowledge. The name Gek floats in my vision, an echo of the strange vision I just experienced. A word in this alien tongue is seared into my brain. Learn the Gek word for docking. So I can't remember if it was Gek that I learned before, but I learned the word for hi, and I learned the word... No, it was give and hi. And so I desperately want to learn how to count so I can say give high five in that language. Let's scan YouTube. Freaky thing. Cool. So I need to come up with a system of naming things. Like, just trying to name them freeform. You have to either adopt the strategy where you just accept the names that are given in the game, or you come up with a system of naming things, because the idea of trying to come up with like unique original names every single, considering the number of things that you would have to name in here, it would just be, again, it'd be nuts. I think that probably the best strategy is a balance of a couple of those things. Like, I'm not going to name everything, but if there's something really weird, like that VeggieTales thing, I may actually name Bob or Larry or something based on Bob or Larry, because frankly, it looks like them. An alien version of them, sure, but it does look like them. Alright, we're looking for copper. Give me copper. There's more sodium. All the sodium here. Well, oh, there's a sentinel. There's the first one I've seen here. We'll watch out for those. So, the sentinels. Since you have not played this. Whoa. That is a sentinel, that robot thingy. If it sees me mining stuff, like, I'll just go over here and, you know, I need some ferrite dust. So I'll shoot that rock. Whoa, suddenly he's way interested in me. And if I keep mining, he's going to start policing the area. Basically, he's going to start shooting me. And I can try to take him out. I can actually shoot him with my mining beam. But if I do that, a bunch of his friends are going to come running. So we try not to do that. At least not till later when we have actual guns instead of just mining tools. That's interesting. Oh, look, it started spewing smoke just for me, right as I looked at it. You gotta watch out too, because every single planet has cave systems, and a lot of the time there are just holes in the ground as you're walking along. If you're keeping your eyes upward, it's really easy to fall into them. What do we got? Chromatic metal. So that's maybe the second or third thing I've seen that requires chromatic metal. I have no idea what chromatic metal is. Very cute cactus. I think I'll obliterate it. So I'll just keep my eye out for that. Soon as I start finding some of that chromatic metal, I'm going to start being able to fix those things, and then who knows what will happen. Those are weird trees. Anyway, still no copper. Where's the copper? Getting distracted here. There's my ship. I don't see any copper yet, so I'll just keep heading to the sodium. Sodium is used to recharge your protective suit. So if you're on a planet with extreme temperatures, high or low, you're going to have to keep plugging sodium into it to recharge it so you don't freeze to death or burn up. And that blue thing is almost certainly deuterium. Place is pretty barren, really. What was that? I've only got one headphone on. Problem is, I tend to mush my words because I can't hear my voice if I put both my headphones on. Oh, I bet that's copper. Yep. And some right down there too. Let's go get the sodium, and then we'll start heading over and getting the copper. I like stuck my face directly into that. That's not a good plan. There. That time revenge was successful. Well, really? You saw what it did, right? Jeez. Alright. Where'd the sodium go that I was looking for? That's what I thought it was going to find. A bunch of, like, nettles to the face. A lot of little squishy hoppy things on this world. Honestly, this game looks amazing. I'm glad you think so. Lots of people do. If I had a lot of scenes from this game, like as a poster or something, it would be kind of cool for a while. I think I'm getting the impression that this is a game made for people who like games, which sounds funny because wouldn't I consider myself one of those people? And I'd say yes, but conditionally. It does not yet have a lot of the stuff that I typically look for in a game. Well, that's pyrite. That's not going to help us. Is that copper? Copper deposit. What does it say that is? Did I just totally miss that? Pyrite deposit. Yep. That's my bad. Let's go down here. Oh, look at that horrible little thing. Scan it. It's got a mohawk. It's like got a mohawk, and it looks kind of like a cross between a clay vase and a prairie dog. Okay, there's some copper, but I also hear... Where is he? There he is. So that sucks. And if he doesn't leave, this is going to be a pain in the butt. Zerp. Or zap. He's kind of coming over this way. And whoop. Don't seem to notice yet. Okay. So, like I said, every planet has cave systems, right? So, if you wanted to, at least if this is still like the first versions of the game, you could actually dig down in here. In fact, maybe I'll try. We'll see. It's interesting. He doesn't seem to care too much about the fact that I'm actually taking all the copper. Normally, he'd be all over me. Or maybe he's just too far away. So I think this, if I remember right, I mean, this works pretty much like it did in the first version. Interesting that the beam is not overheating. I am running out of fuel here. So I may have to use some of that copper just to fuel the gun, because it said it uses metals. So I'll keep... Yeah, weapon charge depleted. So let's see what else we can charge that with. Pure ferrite. We'll go ahead and use that instead. Okay, let's hop down in here. I have a jetpack, and I should use it. Okay, hop down in. And we'll just kind of keep going down, Try to kind of level it out a little bit. We'd like to be able to walk out most of the way. We want steps, right? Oh, apparently I've reached the floor. So there aren't caves everywhere, but very often you can dig down in like that and you actually find a cave system. And I remember a couple times in the first time I played, you could actually get lost pretty easy inside some of those cave systems. And so if you went into a cave really early in the game, why am I not going up? This is not good. Okay, there we go. Come on, man. Alright. I'm making a ramp. Or I'm not? Why am I not? Oh, I'm just too close. Excuse me. Sorry. There we go. No, that's better. So, I wonder if I have enough copper now. I really don't know how much I need. I've got 250, yada yada yada. Is the computer thing on the multi-tool? Bolt caster. Oh, that comes later. Oh, so I need chromatic metal for that too. Interesting. So no, that's not where the computer is. Here? No. Naturally, starship's out of range. That is an oxygen recycler. Huh, yeah, I have no idea how to actually build the computer. Is that thing like a little animal with a flower on its head too? Is that just... Oh, that's one of the pineapple things. They just... Some of them look a little different. Kind of reminds me of a first-person version of Starbound. Yeah, funny you should mention that. I think my son said the same thing. Okay, so where's my ship? Let's look at the compass. There, that away. Back up the hill. And hopefully I have enough copper. I didn't even see how much I need. Oh, trader deploy refiner from the build menu. Okay. Well, I guess since I'm down here, I could go ahead and try to do that now. That way I don't have to walk all the way back if I don't actually have enough. Because I should be able to put that refiner just about anywhere. I presume it has to be flat. Take some of that pyrite too. So each planet's going to have certain resources that are kind of native to it or characteristic to it. Thought I heard a sentinel going by. So this one, apparently, one of the things it has is pyrite. What pyrite is good for, I have no clue. We'll figure that out later. Yeah, you'd think it had something to do with iron, but I'm not sure that's a given. Oh. So these, what is this, oxygen or something? Yeah. Take some of the oxygen-rich plants. Do another scan since I can't quite see where the copper is from here anymore. Is that it? Oh, another alien artifact. Copper deposit that's really far away. Cargo drop. Damaged machinery. Copper deposit that's closer. Let's go that way. And before we actually go all the way over there, let's go ahead and try building that thing here. So let's see. That is a signal booster, base computer, chromatic metal, 0. So is chromatic metal light? Is that so? Is copper? I don't know. We'll find out. Yes, build that. What do I hit? Place object. Okay. We'll do maintenance. How's the fuel? might need to get some fuel for it. Oh, apparently not. Transfer over the copper, I guess. Selenium, what is that? No idea. Whoops. Whoops. What is going on? The heck? Okay, I'll take that copper. There we go. I learned something new. So you take the copper, put it through the refiner, out comes the chromatic metal. Begin. For whatever reason, it's gotten really difficult for me to play a game that doesn't have some kind of, well, for lack of a more descriptive term, some kind of story. It doesn't have to be a straight-on narrative. It doesn't have to be pre-written content, even. Like, if it provides you a good enough canvas that you can kind of write your own story on it, that's good enough. This one, so far, just doesn't seem to do that. Like, don't get me wrong, I could totally see why people would love this game. If I were writing a critique of this game, there's a lot of really good stuff to point out. And especially compared to what it was when it first came out. But I would also, that's just the thing, I think I would also point out certain risks. Like, cool as it looks right now, as soon as you see, let me know what you think once we've seen like anywhere from 4 to 6 different planets. Because I think one of the main selling points is supposed to be the variety. You know, the number of different things that you're going to see out in the universe. And personally, I was talking about this quite a bit before. I'll just shorten it and say that our brains are really good at finding patterns, and pretty soon you can't help but see the underlying pattern behind all the different things. You know, it basically looks like the same planet with a slightly different skin on it, to me. But I seriously doubt I'm alone in that respect. So, and some of the things, like, I almost would have preferred fewer planets, but consider even, like, you know, the state of Oregon. The state of Oregon has more diversity in terrain and fauna than any dozen of these planets. And it might sound like I'm being overcritical, but I really think that's something you probably could have done differently in the game. Like, every single planet is a enormous monoculture. Transfer items. Click. I'll put them in my exosuit because I'm really far away from my ship. And I think we're done there, and then I'll pick that thing up again. What is that, like? Is that the ring? Yeah, that's a ring around the planet. Cool. I want to know what in the heck that is. Like, I bumped... Oh, okay. I bumped something. Oh, so bump the wheel on the mouse and it lets you create this sphere. It must be like just a selector or something, but I had no idea what to do with that. Deuterium. Now I like can't get rid of that sphere thing. It's a little annoying. Back to mining that. Okay, that worked. Alright. Where'd my copper go? Subterranean relic. Very groany sounding things here. Is that a cave over there? Hard to see. Anyway, stay focused, man. Okay, copper deposit, 380, 719, 321. Thought we should have been closer to 1. 209. Really far away. Yeah. We'll Go to that one. But like I said, I haven't given up entirely on this either. I think that I just because of the way they present all the initial story elements, you know, where they're describing the sound effects to you and stuff in text, like, I don't have a lot of confidence in the whatever the main storyline is. So if I'm going to enjoy this for a while, it's probably going to be based more on being able to build things and some kind of collaboration with other players. Uh-huh. That's where I shot, right? So this is weirding me out. I'm getting lost. Yeah, there's the first place. Is that where it's leading me back to? 590. That's an alien artifact. 312. Good heavens. So I came down a hill, and I kind of expected to walk across that little plateau and see some more copper, and apparently I just lost that one entirely. My sound still working? Yeah. Hopefully it sounds okay. Last time I think I had the game volume too loud. I think I was actually getting a little distortion.
Protection falling.
And I don't know what benefit the surge protection, or the surge protection, what the jetpack surge, like every time you pick up some deuterium, it tells you that. But why?
Technology recharge.
There's that. Life support, we should probably recharge.
Technology recharge.
That would be good. Okay. Yeah, so you get this a little bit of a surge in your jetpack for some reason. Closing in on that one.
Thermal protection falling.
So, not quite a desert here, but it does apparently start to get kind of chilly at night. No storms yet, so that's good. Is that some more oxygen up there? May as well get some more carbon while I'm here too. I'm going to need it to refuel things. Is that not hitting it? That's not doing anything. That is a tough cactus. What else can I get? You? No. Alright. Oh, it's because I'm using the terrain manipulator. I forgot you have to switch now. Wait for the gun to cool. Back at it. There we go. Good enough. Okay, so back to the terrain manipulator. You never tell with some of the sounds, like, what is just my gun working? What is some horrible creature about to sneak up on me? And what might be a sentinel also sneaking up behind me? Weapon charge depleted. Alright, back to it. Scanner, mining beam, terrain manipulator, pure ferrite. Okay. Kind of hard to tell in the dark which parts are still ferrite and which parts are just dirt. Whoa, again? Okay, so should also fuel from ferrite dust. And then to refuel the mining beam, we're going to need some more carbon. Okay, there. So yeah, that sort of a worrying sound that you hear going overhead every once in a while are other ships. So I'm playing the offline version right now, so those aren't like real people. Weird.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Good. Must be morning. Probably scan one of these too. But again, I try to save, like, you could spend an awful lot of time in this game going around scanning every single little thing. I'm kind of hoping you find something down the road that just accelerates your identification thing, whatever it is. Excuse me. Because let's go ahead and scan this thing. So you have to wait quite a while for every single thing you want to scan. So that is called R. Saberhaemarima, I guess. And this, although that one's kind of cool looking, is K. Leiftsarium. You know, that name is perfect. I'm just going to leave it as it is. Yeah. Gotcha. Oh wow, those things are not, those aren't even carbon. Those things are oxygen. Good to know. Alright, so I've got quite a bit of copper again. And my ship is off this way anyway, so let's go ahead and make the long trek back. Oh, man, this planet is very dry and dusty. And the music is very dry and dusty. I'll be glad to complete my mission and leave this planet. To find someplace nice and rainy. Go find a nice planet Caladan. What odds do you want to place that someone has already found a nice, like, permanently rainy planet and named it Caladan? Was that like a pig thing? Hold on, scanning you. Scarif Taurus. Okay. And where's my ship again? There it is. At least nothing here is trying to eat me. That's always good. And we'll grab some more deuterium on the way back. Nope, nope, nope. That's the wrong button. There we go. Get another jetpack surge. So, good criticism of this or any other game is going to provide a good basis for, you know, a pretty broad audience to decide for themselves whether or not they would like to play a thing. Like, you know, criticism that's fun to read will also have that element of whether or not the author liked what they saw. or what they played. But that should not be the gist, you know, or the main thrust of the criticism, right? A really good critic can really hate something, but go in, play it, break it down, a little bit of analysis, a little bit of synthesis, and present something that, again, someone else could read, and even if they decide they don't like it, at least kind of understand something about the game. Understand maybe why other people like it. Like, I can totally see why other people would like this. But I'll say too, I don't think I'm alone. I think there are going to be there'd be a lot of people who would look at this and go, "This is a nice, what a very nice faked planet." Is the whole planet like this? Oh, it is. Okay, can I go to another planet? Oh, it's very much like this one. What do you know? So I can build another ship. Well, that's very interesting. That's nice. What can I do with the ship? Oh, I can get to more planets. Does this ever end? Okay, so probably have to set up the refiner again. Oh, I've already looked at that stuff, that's right. Alright. Build menu, look at that. I actually know where some stuff is now. So that's a signal booster, portable refiner goes right there. Close that, do the maintenance thing. For the input, we will grab some more. Where'd it go? Not top right, whatever that is, but rather just straight up copper. And the fuel. We need some fuel. Tell it go. I think we'll set as the goal for this evening, since I started kind of late. I'll try to get the computer made and see what it says from there. And maybe call that an end for this session. I'm really, really curious to see. Let's focus on some positive things. I'm very curious to see what all you can do in terms of building your base. If all the things that you do in terms of building a base, if all you do is make it so that you can find other planets or get to other planets sooner, that sort of thing, that's of no interest to me at all. But I'm not sure what all else you would do. You know, maybe some kind of barter trade system. Like if you set up shop on a planet and you make some kind of setup that is efficient at producing some supplies that you can then sell to someone. It's a step in the right direction, but then you've got to have something to spend whatever you earn. You've got to have something to spend it on. So I know in this that you know, there are like there are huge freighters that you can buy, that kind of thing, that cost gajillions of units, credits, whatever you want to call them. So that's a thing. I'll leave that set up for right now. I may actually need that again. The base computer claims a site for construction. Find a suitable area and deploy the base computer. Well, this seems like a pretty good spot, I would say. It's nice and flat. It's up kind of on a hillside. It's near my ship. Why, I think this is where we're going to build. I think it'll go right there. I have no idea what makes a good or bad spot right now, so... Base construction. Press P to read more. Nah. Olber Omet Base. Habitable base. Searching cartographic archives. Universal Archive search reveals no prior claims on this site. Sonar test confirms site is suitable for construction. Claim site? Yes. I'm not fond of this planet, but I'm playing the game and I can't really go somewhere else and do something so far as I know. So yes, I claim this place that I don't really like all that much. Rather like where I live. Don't get me wrong, I like my house, it's just the town I live is not great. Okay, so I claimed a thing. Now what? Search base computer archives. Use the terminal with E. Again. Accessing log from previous user. Entry follows. Storms sweeping across, but construction supplies low. Depositing shelter plans while need to back soon. Download plans. Core infrastructure parts received. 5 items learned. Wooden wall. A wooden wall for use in base construction. Required parts. Carbon. I have 40 of 40. Construct a shelter for protection against hazards. Build foundations from wooden floor panels. Access the build menu with Z. Just gonna go right here. Basic components. Is that it? Yes. Plonk. Okay. Whoa, what is that? How do I pick it up? No. Control, delete, or color? Eh? Oh, I see. Gray and black. Yeah, that works. I like that better. Okay. Now what? Sure, that. I should probably make it bigger than 1 unit, right? I don't know. The roof seems to suggest that that's just fine. We're just building a shack. There we go.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Uh-oh. Oh, I ran out of carbon. Alright. You're made out of carbon, aren't you, little guy? Okay, so we need to recharge that. Mining beam is charged with carbon.
Recharge.
And phosphorus.
Technology recharge.
But not a lot. That's interesting. So there's sort of a net gain. So when you're shooting plants, you're somehow gaining more resources than you're spending. I guess it makes sense. That. Oh, apparently I can't shoot that. Sorry, little plants. I need to use you to build my home. Oh, how far did I walk this time? Traveled 15,000 steps. I love how you get pedometer bonuses in this. You know, ironically, the first thing I need to do with that carbon is recharge the beam. Okay, so now I should have enough to go dip some more carbon to... What the heck was that? More carbon to use to build some walls, or one last wall and a roof. Oh, I didn't get to spend time inside my new home away from the storm. I spent the whole time outside just gathering more carbon. Ooh, let's started to cook. I didn't even see that. No sentinels coming by. That's thankful for that. Those things are a pain in the butt. I'm kind of hoping that once you establish a base that you can control that a little bit. Like maybe if you make a claim on an area, the sentinels don't have as much right to patrol it. But we don't know the whole story of the sentinels yet, so we don't know if that's true. See if I have enough now. So that would be the build menu, and then that, and then the door one. There we go. Now, I could. In fact, I think I will. No, I don't want to put another door up there. Why is it... Do I not have enough? F. And F. Yeah, we're building kind of like a little tower instead of just a little shack. Much better. This is my home. This is where I live. What about a door? Do they have doors? You kind of hope they have doors. No doors yet. There. Equipment. Decoration. Is a door a decoration? No, I'm not going to build a flag. Can't anyway. Lights. Adornments. Lights. Adornments. No. Equipment. Basic components. Come on, man. Where's the door? No doors. That's pretty weird. Okay. Alright, well, like I said, I think that that's probably it for right now. There's my home. There's my ship. I feel like I'm in some kind of space western here. Back up here, and I'll take the picture for next time to start. Alright, well, hey, thanks EG for stopping by. Good chatting with you. Hope you have a good night. Everyone else who's watching this in reruns, thanks for watching. Hey, be sure to like and subscribe. I would sincerely appreciate it. And hope you really enjoyed it. And stop by, have a chat. We'll see you next time. Good night. Take care.